praying and trusting in the Lord for healing.
One.
You're welcome. You are welcome. How are you, dear lady?
I'm doing fine, George. How are you? Hello, Facebook fans and friends, and welcome to the Indie Show. The Indie Show brings hidden music legends to life. And this evening, we welcome George Bussey. Now, I'm going to say the George Bussey experience. That's what I want to say.
I want
to hear that. I want to get that. Okay.
Right.
How have you been?
I'm doing fine.
Good,
Everything is great. Everything is copacetic, as they would say.
And you're still sounding good. You're sounding great.
Oh, thanks. I think it's got to go in the shop so bad. But
well, you play so many instruments.
Well,
now,
yeah.
I'm going to try the guitar.
Okay.
The bass.
Right.
The drums.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got to peek. Now, don't tell me now. I got to peek. Okay. You play the keyboards. The trumpet.
Yeah, I write a lot on keyboards.
And the sax is the main instrument, right?
Started on baritone.
Started baritone to sax. Okay, and you've been a music director for
Billy Paul for a long time. He's like a father to me. Wow, I miss him so much. Of course, we all went to his funeral. The Tramps, featuring Earl Young, was his music director for a long time. His guitar player and his music director. And Sister Sledge did that for a while. Gene Corn. In fact, how that started is that we were in Atlantic City and Lou Rawls was on the same show. And he had an orchestra with him. He had orchestras. You know, we come in there on the same show. And he said, well, you can use the orchestra if you like. You know, if you write some charts. I was up there all day long writing charts all the daytime. Blah, blah, blah. I got 3 of her songs done. And gave the musicians the charts. And we did it that night. You know, she had to do the rest of her show without it. But those 3, I don't let it go to your head now, was one of them. What's the other one? Free Love. Yeah, that
I
one.
got Closer.
Closer and Close did that one.
Because that was my friend Terry. Terry wrote that. Wasn't that a good
I
song?
think that was Grover on that with her.
Yeah.
Grover Washington. Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
Terry said that this is a hit.
And
he called it.
Right. Yeah, we had so much fun on the road.
Isn't that good?
Gene Corn. But Billy Paul, he was like a father to me. Because Norman Harris had just died around that time. Norman Harris. I mean, you know, we all love Norman. And when he died, I took it really hard. And I started going to roll with Billy, and I was just crying in the rooms all the time. He'd come up, George, George, man, we all miss him. We got to do this stuff. I always just, for a long time.
I heard such good things. It's really great when you can hear so many good things about good people.
Right.
You know? So, I heard so many good things. But George, you're a producer too.
Right.
Composer and arranger. Okay, you do all those many things.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've played on many, many sessions and you're doing all this performing and everything.
Right.
How did all this start? How did it start?
Well, okay. Sigma Sounds, I used to go down there with my uncle. My uncle's name is Phil Hurt. He wrote
yeah,
I'll Be Around by the Spinners. He also wrote Who Am I?
Okay.
I think we was talking about the song
Yeah,
Who Am
I? Oh,
yeah,
that's my
by the
favorite
OJs.
song, yes.
Him and Bunny Sigler. They had a little writing team at one time. I used to just go down there with him and watch Bobby Martin and all them guys. And I was sitting there and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to do this, you know, because my mom and dad, they wanted me to do something else. I was pretty good in science and all. They wanted me to play science, you know. You know, he don't want to be no musician. And they used to tell him, if you take him down there, I want to make sure he don't do no drugs,
Well, yeah,
none of that stuff.
yeah.
And to this day, I don't do none of it. I don't smoke no reefer or anything. So then I had a session, an independent producer did on me. I forgot his name now. And we did it at Sigma. And of course, I was playing all the instruments. And the engineer that was doing the session for us, which he does all the Philadelphia sound stuff, he got on the phone and whoever was in the building, he said, y'all better come down here. This little young boy down here, take all y'all's jobs, man. Y'all better come down here. So
Yes.
10 minutes later, I was looking up in the control room. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I saw all these heads up there, all these heads. You know? And it was everybody. It was standing around watching me do what I do. You know, Bunny was there. T.G. Conway was there. Theater of Life. And that's the first time everybody saw me. So it was like, who gonna take credit for discovering or who gonna, I end up going with Bunny Sigler.
Okay.
He seemed like the logical choice. You know, Bunny is Bunny. And he was working with Instant Funk. He was doing Instant Funk at the time. And and I'm from Jersey anyway, so of course I know them. And we ended up going to the studio doing Got My Mind Made Up. And I did arrangement on that. And then it went from there as far as producing. I had so many ideas in my head that trying to teach them to somebody else, it's rough.
Yeah.
So if I can do it myself, I just do it myself instead of trying to call all these people. Come on, you know.
No, that's how we do.
If you can do it,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
And so you went with Instant Funk.
Yep.
Okay.
Instant Funk. Yeah.
And how long did you stay with them?
Not long actually, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And this is how I met Stan Watson and everything. We was Instant Funk got a deal. They had a deal with Philly International at one time. Then they got a deal with South Soul Records. So we all up there to sign the contract. Now, what Instant Funk wanted to do is the three of them, Raymond Earl, Kim Miller, and Scott Miller, they going to sign to King Carey, South Soul. And then the rest of the band, we going to sign to them. I'm scratching my head. I don't know if we Instant Funk or what? Are we Instant Funk an annex? What's up? You know. So we're all out in the rest of us are out in the lobby complaining about it. And here walks Stan the Man Watson. So he's sitting there, you know how he is, taking in everything. And I think it was the conga player that said, look, if you need a new artist, this guy over here. And he just started bragging about me like crazy. And Stan's like, what? You know.
Oh, piqued some interest.
Yeah,
huh?
so And he, you know, so that's how that happened. And of course, I produced my own album because what I did, and it's kind of interesting. Disco Extravaganza is a disco symphony, is what it is. It was meant to be a disco symphony, and that's just what it is. It's with a straight beat, but it's symphony as you can get, where it goes through the variations of the theme and all this, and etudes, and comes back. And wow, the whole thing. But I put it to disco music. I used Sweethearts and Sigma on it, and I wanted an unknown singer. You know, he was talking about getting different singers. But see, if I'd have got like Patti LaBelle or Gene Carn or any one of the singers that's out, they would have done more with it and started doing their own ad-libs on top of the strings and horns that I put in. I didn't want that. I wanted exactly you stop at this point, then strings start at this point.
You wanted to control your song.
Right. And the song is 19 minutes long, and it goes through so many breaks and changes that I just had to do the drums and stuff. By the time I explained that to Earl Young or to Keith Benson or to Charles Collins, or I might as well just do it myself and get it out the way.
Well, you left Instant Funk, you signed up with Stan the Man.
Yeah, I did sign with him. Oh, no, but yeah.
Okay.
Did sign with him, and we did the album.
Okay.
And he's kind of not the most trustworthy. I mean, you know him too, right? You know
Stan the
him.
Man had that record shop on
52nd Street. Right.
And he also had his little studio and office around
Right.
there.
Nickel Shoe Publishing or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So then you was with him, and how long did you stay with Stan?
So I stayed with Stan. We did the first album. We had a 10-year contract.
10 year?
Yeah, we had a 10-year. I know. Yeah, he saw me coming, didn't he? But I only dealt with Stan for maybe a year and a half. Right after the album was cut, he dropped out of sight. He was gone. He took the seed money that we had. I think they gave him $100,000 to start. And he cut the album for under $35,000, the whole album. And this includes MFSB and everybody had to play on it. So there was no money for promotion. There was no money. So a lot of the DJs started playing it themselves. It was Pick Hit on Pick Hit of the Week and Billboard, and a lot of DJs from New York were playing it in the Midwest. And all overseas, I still get calls. Facebook, oh, you that George Bussey that did disco extravaganza, Australia, Japan,
Yeah.
all the crazy. But a couple people are using it for their theme on their show.
Okay.
I think even one weather station said that they're using on their show. But it got me a lot of work. It did give me a lot
of work because, no matter whether it was promoted or whatever,
right.
They knew you did it.
Right.
And that when I say they, the musicians, the promoters know that you, although Stan wasn't there to support you, they know who really
Sure.
did
That's
it.
when I met Norman Harris. That was the turning point. When I met Norman Harris. He was the main one because what happened with the Philly sound is Baker Harrison Young decided to leave the mothership connection, if you want to call it that, the Gamma Huff Philly International umbrella. They decided they wanted more creative control, so they said, well, we're going to start our own productions, and the Golden Fleece and this and that. So they were getting other deals with Atlantic, like the Tramps did, and Norman got a deal with Salso, also started his label, Gold Mine, and he just started cutting other people. And I couldn't believe the people that he was getting come through. We were cutting Curtis Mayfield, people that had nothing to do with the Philly sound, Four Tops, that Motown, all these different, Dan Hartman, we did album on Charo, and it's just so many different people. Joe Simon and all these different people.
Joe Simon.
Yeah, Joe Simon.
Years ago.
Yeah. We did another album on it. Yeah, Joe Simon. Now, he sounds like Billy Paul. He's got that sound almost like Billy. I don't really hear anybody else sound like him. But Joe Simon, nice cat. But so many, huh?
Well, how did you handle at the age of 13 when you released your first album? How did you handle that and go to school and all that?
Well, I'm from Willingboro, and what they had back then, I was a little older than 13. I was a little older than 13, but what they had, they called a split session, where you could go to one grade in the morning and then another grade in the afternoon. So I'm saying, so I went. I did my 10th grade year, but then 11 and 12 I did in the same year. 11th grade in the top of the morning, and then at 1 o'clock I'm in 12th grade now. So, and of course by 12th grade, all my classes are all music because I was smart enough to take all the required courses. You had to have 2 years of science, 2 years of this, 1 year of this, and so my 12th grade year was all music courses: jazz band, rock band, orchestra, choir. You know what I'm saying? Everything was music. So I was around the band room all day long. So of course I could take off if I wanted, I could get my car and go.
That's great.
So if I had other gigs, like when I was working with Sister Slaves, they used to pick me up at the school, come in the limo and a whole bit.
So what did the students say when they saw you getting in with these fancy cars and stuff?
Yeah, I got instant respect. I'll leave it at that. I was known in high school as a musician. Everybody knew what I was doing. I was also a DJ. Like I said, I'm a DJ. I did all my high school dances, proms. I never went to my own prom. I was DJing it, But I had fun doing that too. And music's been my whole life. I really haven't done much else.
It's your passion, right?
That's absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's take a second and let's say hi to some of my Facebook family here. Gilbert has me on a machine that I'm not trying. Okay.
I don't even have a computer. Eddie Holman. Yeah.
Eddie Holman III.
Oh, yeah, Eddie Holman.
Hello, Eddie.
So do I. I remember when he was this tall. I'm serious. You think I'm kidding?
He told me that he came to my home when he was 3 years old. I was in Sicklerville.
Right.
He said he was there. I said, oh, boy.
Wow. Yeah,
isn't that something?
Yep. See, Eddie used to live in Willingboro. Eddie Holman.
And we used to live in Sicklerville.
Right. He used to live in Willingboro. I'm from Willingboro, and I had my own little recording studio. And he used to come over my house. I had my own studio, just live drums and the whole thing. And he used to bring his little son with him.
Yeah.
And me and Eddie was trying to cut tracks, and he running all around, jumping on things. And Eddie was telling him, get off of that, get off. I said, no, let him play. Let him play. He might end up being a musician one day. Let him play. And look at him now. Wow, he's one of the finest, man.
And Eddie has a
perfect gentleman.
I don't know the name of the song. Could you give it to me really quick, Gilbert?
Yeah, he gave me the CD also.
Eddie Holman has a really good song. It's a hit, Eddie. And we play it on Top Towns of Philadelphia.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Every Tuesday from 7 to 8. Okay?
Yep.
And it's really a good song, so I want you guys to tune in and join in, listen to the song. And I imagine it's on social media.
Absolutely.
I'm getting.
He's a very good businessman, so wherever it's supposed to be, he got it there.
And Gilbert is getting a song so we can we can talk about the song. Hi, Pamela Renee. I'm glad you joined.
Oh, yeah.
Pamela is working with me on the indie shows, the live indie shows that we're doing.
We just did an award center.
Yeah, and she with Dexter.
With Dexter, right. Yeah. Give it over. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Eddie Holman. I want them to see this. How can
It's
I do
Eddie L. Holman.
The third.
Right.
Third.
So which camera we put?
Where do I put this? Is this here? Here? You won't tell me.
You want to put it up front? Do it like that? Straight
Okay.
ahead.
Hey, that's straight ahead.
Okay.
Right.
And it's One and Only Lover. This is really a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on social media.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So Pamela, I want to thank you for joining in. And she's a hard worker, and she'll be with us.
She's the best.
Doing a live show September 6th at Mingle.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you for joining in. This is a good friend of mine. She supports us wherever we go. And she's right in our community, and that gives us community support.
It's a
Pamela's
very nice setup you have here.
The Wowie man.
Yowie, Yowie.
Only you can say it like that. Yowie.
Everybody say that's your pat name, Yowie. Yeah.
Okay. And then,
So that's my sister, Georgina.
oh, you do now. Let me tell you, sir. I'll tell you a little bit of a joke about that, but not here. She said, "I love your hair." Okay, Jessica, how are you? That's my cousin. She joined in. How are you?
That's my sister right there, Georgina. Georgina Bussey,
yeah. Georgina. Hey, brother, your sis. Thanks for joining us, Georgina. Stephen Lancaster.
Yeah, Steve Lancaster,
Stephen
right.
Lancaster. I call it Stephen.
Steve.
Yep. Hi, Doris, Gill, and George Bussey. Thank you so much, Steve, for all your support that you give us on
Yowie.
Facebook. Thank you so much. And Stephen says, yo, George, always wanted to play alongside you since the Palace.
Yeah, the Palace
Hollywood
days.
Palace?
Yeah, Hollywood Palace. Oh, yeah, them days.
That's a long
Ooh.
time.
That's back in with Chappie Washington. I was with Chappie and
Okay.
Moon's brother,
And Thomas
Greg
Clark.
Henderson.
Thanks for joining in, Thomas. Great photographer, and he does a lot of things for us. Okay, George Bussey. Remember Music Box George and Curtis Mayfield? Too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Carlos Rayleigh join in. Devon join
Yeah, that's
in.
Mr. Devon there.
Okay. And Roosevelt Rose Walker join in.
Right.
And
He's a guitar player. Yeah.
Hey,
What's up,
George?
Rose?
What's
What's up,
up?
man?
Okay.
He's got a Chicago tribute band. They're
it nice?
awesome. Ooh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, and that's Roosevelt, right?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Carlos is after his hat again.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Carlos, now you know you got to give it up.
Here you go, bro. Here you go. Here you go. Anything for
See
you, bro.
Back at the Clef Club again, August 11th, for Dalpy.
Yeah. And they're just sending us contracts now.
Okay,
For
so
that.
let's stop just 1 second and tell them about that.
The Philadelphia Beats thing.
The Clef Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had a good time. You were there. Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, both of you were there. It was very nice. It was sold out at the last minute. What we was trying to do was put together a show about the Philly sound, all the hits that were out at the time. And we had like 4 singers that represented each act. And it was tedious putting it together because trying to get all the musicians together at one time, and, they trying to get out of there and the building, etc. But we pulled it off. It worked out.
It was great.
Now, I had another bass player first. I ended up playing bass on this at the last minute. Because, your boy Tony was supposed to do it, but, he hurt his back and stuff, so
Yeah.
he couldn't do it the last minute. So I had to switch up. Oh, man. I known you play bass.
No.
Because I was scheduled to play horn, but we ended up getting another young boy that he did a very good job, and I just did the bass myself. Because it was too last minute trying to teach somebody all the parts.
And it was so good hearing those songs.
Oh yeah, we tried to pick
my
the right
goodness,
ones.
It was so good hearing all those old
we tried to pick the
songs
right
that
ones.
were great. The singers were absolutely great.
Absolutely.
Who was the young lady on the keyboard?
Adrian.
Adrian?
You talking about Adrian? I forgot her last name right now. Adrian, but she also played the keyboard. She plays with Stylistics.
Oh, okay.
She's been out with them for a long time. She did all the strings and all that stuff, yeah. And Alfie's on piano and
That was a really good show.
yeah, wasn't it nice? I think it was very
Carlos
nice.
did a good
They want us
job.
to do it again.
Yeah.
They want us to do it again.
Okay, we want to say hi to
You
Sandy.
said a reprise, right?
Yeah, they August 17th.
Yeah.
August 17th.
August 17th.
Of the same show, same place?
Yeah,
At the
it's same
Club.
place. Yeah, but it's going to be condensed though. It's not going to be the whole thing. We do the whole show. We're going to do like I think 4 songs, Just because the concert series ends on the 17th. It's been a concert series that's been going on.
Okay.
So its finale is the 17th. So they're taking bits and pieces of each
And
each
putting
show,
it together.
putting together for one
complete
show. Right.
Okay. Sandy, hi Sandy. Thanks for joining. That's my sister.
Okay.
Your sister is joining again. Took him to gigs a lot. She said she took you. Georgina took you.
Yeah, she
to
did.
gigs.
Well, because before I was able to drive, I didn't have a driver's license.
Thanks,
so my sister used to take me.
Georgina. Thank you, because you played a really important part in his music career.
Too young to drive.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sandy says, I'm here. I almost forgot. I'm glad you didn't. Antoine joined in. Thanks for joining in. And Carlos said, I gave you a shout out on Tuesday night on my show.
Yes, he
you
did.
gotta listen sometimes. Capone, give up the hat.
Capone, get up the heck. I'm gonna give you a shout out too, bro.
Okay, so Carlos' show
My
comes
man.
on at 8 to 11 on Tuesday, the
Right,
Carlos
right.
Devon show.
Mhm.
And he gives out shout outs
Right.
to
right.
all. So
Uh-huh.
he's saying, watch the show so
I
you
will,
can
sir.
hear.
I will,
okay?
sir.
Listen.
All
I will.
right, listen.
Yeah,
Not
listen
watch,
to it, right.
but listen to the show.
I will, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
My
Antoine
main man.
says, George, you the man. Levon, Donnie Tatum, join in. Thank you.
Oh, Donnie.
Thank you, Donnie.
Yeah,
And Donnie has a good CD out, too. And when you get a chance, you can hand me that over.
And I'm looking at Antoine Young. He's one of the
Antoine,
singers.
yeah.
He's one of the singers with the Tramps. What's up,
Okay.
man? What's
Antoine
up,
Young.
man?
See, I didn't know Antoine.
Yowie.
Sing.
Mhm.
Rosa Richardson joined. Thank you for joining us. And Kevin Young joined.
Yeah, Miss Rosa. Okay, wow. Good
Thank
to see Miss
all
Rosa.
of you for joining in. Okay. You have it?
I'm not sure if this is the latest one from
Okay.
Donnie.
Okay. This is one of, I don't know, but this is one of Donnie Tatum's CDs. If you can
Mm-hmm.
hear it, it's Ain't No Love.
Ain't no love.
Donnie's a great singer, and he works very hard, and all of his CDs are also on social media. Okay.
Since you doing that, you might as well,
Yeah, well, hey, might as well.
Yeah.
More the merrier. Oh, look at Mr. Dexter
Okay,
once.
and
Yeah.
Dexter has a new CD out.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Dexter Groove World.
Right.
Okay, and
Super genius.
What the single cut is? A Vacation? Is that the one
Vacation
more
with
than
Miss King.
Miss King, Denise
Right.
King?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
another
these,
great singer.
These
Yes.
these CDs are on social media, so you can listen to them and purchase them for
Yeah,
us.
you know, I remember when he first started coming down Sigma, and he used to set up all these keyboards in the control room, not in the studio, in the control room, right where the board is.
He played everything. Didn't
Oh,
he?
man,
Didn't
he
take
blew-
over.
Yeah, I think he was program
took
director and all
over.
that for a minute. He was PR and all that. But he set up all this stuff in the control room and do every instrument. You don't need no orchestra, no nothing.
That's
Now, first time I looked, I said, I
Wanzel.
guess that's the end.
Wanzel.
I said, I guess that's the
That's-
NMFSB.
Yeah.
I love what you're doing. man.
Mad scientist.
Yeah, exactly. What a genius. What a genius. You know, he says that about me when he sees me. Oh, you the genius. No, you the man. No, you the man. No, you the man.
That's why he was on Mars.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's another one, Instant Funk back though. Yeah, Life on Mars. Yeah.
Okay, so now you played with the greats, and I have some names here.
Mm-hmm.
And was Bunny Sigler hard to work with?
Well, that's
Was
strange.
it easy to work with?
It was kind of hard. I'll tell you
Half
why.
and half?
Well, when I left Instant Funk, he got upset at me. He got very upset
Okay.
to the point where he wanted to blackball me.
Oh.
He started telling everybody, this guy, Even my brother used to work on the Tacony Bridge. He was a toll collector. And, you know, Bunny would come through there and he would say, yeah, you're Bunny Sigler, aren't you? You work with my brother, George Bussey. George who? And keep going. Yeah. He really got upset at me. Norman Harris that gave me an arrangement to do on Salsa Orchestra. This is when the Resorts first opened. The name of the song was called Resorts International. So I went home, did the arrangement and everything, blah, blah, blah. Studio, the string players are there at 10 o'clock, ready to conduct the orchestra. You know, we did rehearsal. Of course, the producer always comes in late. Everybody's supposed to be there at 10. Bunny shows up about 11:30. We're getting ready to cut. I got the baton ready, we're ready to put the tape on. Bunny looks out there, sees me out there, calls me in there. Says, well, hey, boy, what you doing here? Where are you? And Lenny Pacula, which was the organ player with the MFSB, he just happened to be sitting there. And he gave Lenny the arrangement. He said, can you do this? And this is crazy now because they have to start all over. I got paid for it because I'm in the union. They had to pay for the studio time. They had to pay for the musicians.
Union.
Yeah, he had to pay for the musicians. But he was that mad at me that he had started all over. Now you got to pay Lenny Pacula. for the arrangement. You got to pay the musicians all over again. You got to pay the studio time all over again. But he was willing to and I'm ready. I got stuff all there. So that if you ask me how hard and how easy, me and Bunny didn't talk for a long time, but eventually he was one of the tramps with Earl Young. Bunny was. So now we have to deal with each other.
Okay.
And by then he was kind of mellowed out.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I should have stayed with Bunny because you know what happened with Stan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, and Bunny was all along.
Bunny,
he was still writing them hits.
Bunny was writing hits.
Yeah, I was patting the bell and all that.
And he probably could see in the future a future that you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
so,
because you made that foolish mistake,
I made a very foolish mistake.
You know?
Exactly. So I do not blame him. You know, I loved him all the way to the end. I mean, I went to his funeral and the whole. And he was the one that sang at everybody's funeral.
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Everybody's funeral. You know.
How about T. Life and T. Conway? How did you work with them?
T. Life was a principal part of the Instant Funk Evelyn Champagne thing, and very good friend. T. Conway, also he wrote a lot of songs for the Tramps. He wrote Double Exposure, 10%.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah.
Right, man, he lives in Jersey. I still go over his house and do sessions. He's got a very nice studio. I have a horn section we call the Inner City Horns, and he calls us a lot. But we just go way back. All of us used to go over Norris Harris's house a lot. Everybody used to meet over there. Ron Tyson, Bruce Gray. I mean, all the guys. Bruce Halls. Everybody used to go over to Norman's house a lot. So, yeah, you remember Bruce Gray then?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Yeah, everybody. Party Marty. You remember Party Marty?
I remember that.
Yeah. Everybody used to hang over at Norman's house. And in fact, Bunny, his wife, used to get mad. She would put everybody out. You remember Bunny?
I don't blame her.
She would get mad. Everybody out. And Norman's all humble. He come in there to look like, I guess you gotta
go.
I guess y'all gotta go. He kill me with that.
Well, guys, I guess. All the time.
But he come in there like a little kid. Like a little kid, though. You come.
Head all down.
Guys, I guess y'all got. That's killing me.
Okay.
Right.
Now, you work with Kim Miller. How was he to work with?
Kim Miller. He's a guitar player for Instant Funk. All the cats were cool. They were cool, you know. Scotty especially, he was just really down to earth. And Raymond Earl, he was like to me the genius.
Yeah.
He had his own studio in Trenton. Very nice work with them cats.
Now he plays the bass.
He's the bass player, right. Now he also had a great style, a poppin' style. He was doing a lot of that before a lot of bass players. But I tell you, the first one that came in Sigma and started doing that poppin' thing, and that was Jimmy Williams. He was the first
OJs?
From the OJs. He was the first one that started, and the engineers were scratching their head trying to figure out how to EQ this, you know.
Because
everybody, he was the first one. They trying to figure out how to ping. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Add more mid range. I don't know.
Yes, for Jimmy Williams.
Yeah, Jimmy Williams. Yeah.
So Jimmy Williams, he was only there a bit because he went on with the.
Yeah. Well, whenever he's in town, because we did Lolita Holloway. He did a lot of first choice stuff. In fact, the last first choice they did was a tune called Double Cross. The last one Ursula and them did. Double Cross. It's very nice. He did a nice woo. They just kept the tune just the groove. Because Norman liked to write a lot of changes. You know that. He'd be dun 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 dun. He stuff movie scores. But the groove on that one, if you listen to Double Cross, the whole song could have just been that. Yeah, you're double dealing, double willing. Looks like number one. Who lost? I have the original tracks and all that where you can hear without the vocals, just the strings and horns.
You still have it?
Yeah, got a lot of stuff.
Real?
No, I bounced this stuff on CD. Yeah, a lot of them from old cassettes. I got a lot of that stuff. You want to hear some of the old Double Exposure without the vocals? When you hear them counting off 1, 2, 3, all that. I got a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, we'll get together. I'll make you a CD or something.
Now, you signed a contract. This is important to our listeners out there.
Right.
Okay. And it didn't work out really good for you.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know. But what did you learn from signing that contract?
What I did learn what not to do, and to get a manager. Miss Sandy Coleman's right here.
Sandy Coleman.
Yeah, to get somebody to know what they're doing. Get somebody to know what they're doing.
Sitting over here.
But it took a while. See, now I have my own publishing company. Thanks to her, I have my own publishing. I'm a writer with BMI and a publisher with BMI. So now I'm cool now. But at the time, 17, 18, 19, I had no idea, and nobody was telling me.
Okay.
Stan, and he's notorious. He did the same thing, I think, to the Delphonics, and he did it the first choice. So if you look at Unsung, I think they really gonna get on him. I'm not gonna do that, but he see you coming kind of thing, like you take your car to the shop and they say, well, you need a new transmission, and then all you need is an oil change. He's one of those. He was one of those. So I didn't know. And it was.
But you learn.
I learned, sure. You learn to do things the right way. Treat this like it's a music business.
Yeah.
And take care of your business. If you're producing or you're writing, you make sure that you get what's coming to you. And I joined the union, which was a good thing.
Let's talk about that because I don't think I've had anyone on this show that we've really talked about the union.
Oh,
so
okay.
Let's talk about the union.
Sure. We're talking about the national union, the AFM, American Federation of Musicians, and they're all over America. Okay, so we're just a local. They're local 77. I think there's one in New York. They call themselves local this, and one in D.C. There's all under the umbrella American Federation of Musicians. So, this auditions for this and that. But when we did all those recordings back then, that's how we got paid. It wasn't like somebody just comes out the pocket. Well, how much you think we owe him? Give him $75. All right, here you go. No, so you actually fill up, right? Yeah, $75. Hey, get him some chicken wings. He'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? The people actually do that. You know, you come down, sit in. I bet you can get a drink, man. I can drink at home. Come on. But what was I saying? Yeah, you actually have to fill out forms.
Give him some chicken wings.
Get him some chicken wings. You like hot sauce? You like hot sauce?
They played all day. Chicken wings.
Well, I can go to Kentucky Fried. Come on with that.
Okay.
But sure.
So they made sure you were paid.
Oh, sure, yeah. It was a must at one time. You after you do a session, you fill out your form, you turn it in, and it goes to the company, whoever company it is. It's not like Ted Mills pays me. It goes to ATCO, and you get a check. They cut a check from ATCO. Like when I did stuff for Manhattan, this is a check coming from CBS. Curtin Records when I did Curtis Mayfield. Four Tops, their label. See what I'm saying? Their check. I used to collect them. I said, man, I got a big wad of them things.
Well,
collect them checks.
Do they require you to make a certain amount?
Well, we had there's a handbook.
Okay.
And it's very thorough. It tells you everything in that book, what you get. Even mileage when you travel. They have it down to a science. But the basic fee in Philadelphia for doing string and horn arrangements, everybody was getting the same thing. It was $350 for writing the arrangement. Then it was $125 for conducting the arrangement. And then if you played on it too, you get whatever that is, $125 an hour. So it did pretty good. Norman was throwing me 4 and 5 arrangements a week. And at that time, I was just, 18, 19. That was big money. I was big money. I was living large. I'm saying, boy, get a platinum shoes.
Even that was work for hire, though, right?
It was work for hire, exactly. You get your fee and you're done. And I never liked that. And at one time we were talking about that because arrangers, you're writing string and horn parts. Now, they already got the little melody on it. People all over the world join hands, start a love train. But you're writing all this other stuff in the background. To me, that's writing too.
Yeah, but that's all.
They consider that the arrangement.
That's negotiation.
Right.
Okay, because when you're hired as work for hire, that's what you're hired for.
Right.
Now, if you didn't want to be hired as work for hire, maybe you could have, if you have known, negotiate something else.
Right.
Maybe
They'd
you
have
could
found
get
somebody else.
That's what they would have did.
Well, maybe so, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
I mean, it's
Maybe
just
Yeah, some people just they wanted me.
They know how to negotiate.
They wanted me.
Negotiate, and they could say, "Well, give me 5 or 10% of the writers or whatever."
Yeah.
But at that time, work for hire sound good because the money was pretty good.
Yeah.
You didn't think of the
20
song
years
was
from
going to
now,
be a
wait,
hit.
that's
all I'm going to
It's
get,
now
right?
classic.
Right. Yeah. But at that time, the arrangers, that was just the way it was. You get a fee for arranging. They give you the tape of the vocal and the rhythm track, and sometimes the background's already on it. And you take that home and you listen to it, and you write your score out behind that. And you go in the studio, you present it to the guys, you get your fee, because you're in the union, and that's that. You're done with that. Writers and publishing and all that, arrangers are not even in that pool.
Yeah.
You're one step above just being a sideman.
And in years from now, all your arrangements are still there.
It's still there.
They never go, no matter who does it, cover or who does it.
Yep, they still use those same lines in the back.
Your arrangements all.
Like, say you listen to Ain't No Stopping Us Now. What's the famous line that comes on the top? That's not the melody. That's the arrangement. But see, it's really the melody because until the vocal comes in, the vocal, they ain't no stopping us. That's where the vocals, that's when now we're getting paid. The guy that did the arrangement, that's a famous line, right? He ain't getting paid for that. A perfect example is listen
You
to.
got paid work for hire.
You got
Right,
work
right.
for hire.
Yeah, I said you could get our feet. Listen to even like bang, 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 bang. I got sunshine. That is probably the most famous guitar line in history. That bang, 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 bang. Because everybody knows where that's going.
There's one that's even.
That guy died broke
Mm.
because he didn't get paid for credit for that.
Isn't that awful?
Died broke. He said he was in a restaurant just ordering food and it came on the jukebox and he said he just started crying. And even the waiter was asking him, what's up, what's your name? He didn't even want to say it. I played that. That's me.
Mm.
No credit, no nothing.
Nothing.
You just didn't know.
Right. Just
Even
didn't know.
Papa was
You
a
just
Rolling
didn't know.
Stone. That bass line. I forget who it was.
Norman
but
Whitfield. Oh, you know, it was James Jamerson.
It was James Jamerson,
Right.
And the
but
Funk Brothers.
someone else who was playing Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Right.
I don't know if it was Victor Wooten or what's the other one's name?
I know Norman Whitfield produced that.
No. The guy was doing his own show.
Oh, I got you.
But
That's
he
what you
hit
say.
the first two notes,
right.
and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah. As soon as you hear it, then you know.
It's
You know
like-
it. As soon as you hear it. Yeah. See, a lot of cats, they do not get the credit for that. The person who wrote that little melody, okay, yeah, blah, 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 you know.
Well, maybe after this show, at least if we have people that's listening who's into music, at least they know some of the things that.
Absolutely. I would tell
Maybe they can
all the young
negotiate.
people today, and they're smarter than we were. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they are. They
much.
come up. Do you agree with me, my manager? I think they're smarter.
They're
These
running-
kids,
More business minded.
they think more business minded. They do,
Yeah.
and they keep on doing what you're doing. That's why they look at it as a music business. Get yourself a manager like I got Miss Coleman. Somebody that knows the business, knows what's going on, and go from there. Do your best. Stay out of trouble. Stay out away from drugs. Who needs that?
Yeah.
Got to keep your sound mind. Got to keep all your wits in this kind of business.
Well,
Definitely got to keep your wits.
I've interviewed quite a few people, right?
I see.
Now,
Yeah, she been
Y'all the
busy.
ones. Y'all the ones.
Now-
Y'all the ones.
now I'm just so surprised but I know this is true, right?
Mhm.
They come in here with female managers.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, female managers to me are the best.
They are.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Do you
Absolutely.
agree? Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be playing.
And
She
I
be out
love
there.
to see that.
I'll be out there playing. She said, "Well, if you like him, I got this. You can check this out."
Yes.
She knows how to do that. Get
Yes.
the gab and be. She's got that right look and a personality and honest and all that. Sure, and very knowledgeable and.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have somebody have your back like that.
Because Kim Miller with Instant Funk,
Mhm.
Carol is their manager.
Right. Okay.
And she does a great job keeping up with the shows
Mhm.
and performances and
So
getting back
I
to
think about
people,
playing. I got to think
you
about
know.
playing.
So women are awesome
yeah.
managers too.
Blanche
Yeah.
Williams, Billy Paul's wife.
Yeah,
oh,
Blanche.
wow, Blanche, what a, she took care of, made sure everything. I'm down to the hotel rooms, the plane tickets, the passport. I mean, she signed the checks. She make sure everybody's on stage, call the rooms. Yeah, come on, 20 minutes in the lobby. She did it all. All he had to worry about was singing. She shaved his head. She did it all.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
baby.
so sweet. That's so
She
sweet.
ain't that, and the same thing, like Earl Young's wife. She was the same way, Teresa. Well, it is the same way. I mean, yeah. And I really feel for Blanche because they were inseparable. She was always there, and it's like I talked to her now, and she was at the show also. She was there.
See, I didn't.
She was there.
I
And it's
didn't
like
know.
sometimes I didn't know what to say to her because when Billy passed, it was like, what is she gonna do? Because her whole life was Billy, and it's like, and we were talking about doing a tribute to Billy Paul, and she said, well, the person I'm gonna call is gonna be you when we're ready to start this project about Billy Paul's life, and
Okay.
I told her I'm sure I'd love to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what was the disco extravaganza?
Yeah, that's
Let's
the
talk
album.
about that.
Yeah, that is the album I was just mentioning to you about. It's actually a disco symphony.
Okay.
I had
let's
this
get
in
back
my
to that.
head
Yeah,
back
okay.
then.
Okay.
See, well, I'm gonna tell you what made me want to become an arranger. I used to listen to a lot of old cartoons.
Okay.
The Warner Brothers stuff, the Hanna-Barbera stuff,
Yeah.
Space Ghost,
Yeah.
all that's Johnny Quest and all. I used to be fascinated. Everybody else watching what they actually. I'm listening to the music. Yeah, what are you? Pom 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 pom. Wow, what's ooh. So that's what got me started. So by the
He
70s,
said Space Ghost.
Yeah, Space Ghost, you know, with the energy bands and the whole bit.
I remember.
Yeah, the energy band. That's why I wear this now. Yeah, and the do-rag, that's like Space Ghost's, yeah. Jan and Jace, you know. You know who did his voice, right?
And all that.
Yeah, you know who did Space Ghost's voice, right? Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson?
Johnny Carson, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Space Ghost. Yeah, you wait for me outside. I'll be back. She's stupid. Oh, I used to be crazy. But by the time the 70s came by, I had so much music in my head. And disco had came out. I said, well, I want to write a disco symphony. And that's just what I did. Put together a disco symphony. All these elaborate strings and horns. And I used MFSB. The song was originally 19 minutes long. They cut it down to 13. It took 6 hours to do the strings and horns.
That was those 12-inch records?
Yeah. That's when they first came out. 12-inch 45.
12-inch 45.
Right, that's when they first came out. Because Instant Funk, everybody was arguing who did the first one.
Songs, the
Yeah.
the kinds that give you a heart attack.
Yeah, them Disco 45s. The South Soul started them. South Soul.
Yeah.
Then everybody jumped aboard because Double Exposed 10% was on a Disco 45. Got My Mind Made Up was on the Disco 45. And between the two of them, they're arguing over who did the first one. I was on Instant Funk, so I said, yeah, it was Instant Funk. You know, you talk to Jimmy Williams, I'm talking Jimmy Williams, the singer. We did it first. We had the first one. You know, whatever. But yeah, the song was 19 minutes long. They cut it down to 13, and it took 6 hours to do the strings and horns.
How did the song do on the charts?
Well, it took off on its own because the initial promotion money was spent. Somebody put it in their pocket. So, but some DJs in New York started playing it anyway because of the title. Disco Extravaganza. Let's play this. And then there was a line I put in there. I got it from an old DJ. His name is Tyrone Belford. And he used to say, listen to the drums. It's going to make you come to your maximum. You know, I put that in the song. And that took off on this song. Just like, say what? Didn't. It started, everybody was calling me, listen to the drums will make you come to your maximum, you know. I'll tell you about the say what thing, too. The girl that did that was Scotty Miller's girlfriend at the time, Scotty Miller. And she's in the control room saying that. 'Cause I was just something she said all the time. Say what? Say what? Say what? And Bunny heard her. He said, look, I'm going to put you in the studio. And I'm going to point to you. When I point to you, you say what? And that's just what he did. He put her in the studio, played the track. And he would... she say what? And I mean, the biggest part of the song, you know, wow. Everybody was sampling Say What, and you heard that in all other songs. Say what? You know? Wow.
It was some funny days, though.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You never knew what's going to make it. You just never know.
Well, you know, when I went to the performance the other week with Philly Beats, okay, yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, wow.
I really
Glad to have you there, too.
I like the way it was put together. I like the songs that were played and all that. And Alfie was telling me, a couple months before that was going to take place.
Right.
And he was working, you know, Alfie is always working. He don't have time to talk, hanging up on me.
Right.
You know, but he was telling me, but I didn't have no idea that was
Yeah,
so.
me and him talking, most of the time me and Alfie talk on the phone is in excess of 4 hours. Every time we talk on the phone. Till either his charger runs out or mine. You know, only time I would say this to Alfie, well, wait a minute, I'm trying to eat dinner. I'm going to call you back in 20 minutes because I know you got to put everything down that you're doing. Because me and Alfie, you're going to be on the phone, and this is every time.
Flip top phone, Alfie still.
I think, yeah, he's back in the day, yeah. I just got a new phone. I finally update again. I'm talking about 3 days ago. I just got another phone. Every time you turn around, you got to get another one. You got to keep updating all the time. But whatever. Yeah, me and Alfie, yeah, we took our time and put this thing together. You know, Alfie to me it's been like the Quincy Jones of Philadelphia. That's how much respect I got for Alfie Pop.
Okay.
But he has a mutual thing for me. You know, he's very soft spoken. So most of the time during the rehearsals, I'm the vocal one. I know what he wants, and I know when we're putting it together ourselves. So I'm the drill sergeant. I do that. So, because he's very soft spoken, you know that. He said, well, I want you to play a C minor.
Speak up, Alfie. Talk up, Alfie.
Right. But absolutely, I talked to him today, you know, because we're going to do it on the August 17th. We're going to do a reprise of it, August 17th at the Clef Club. You know, it's their final series.
Let's go into what you're doing now. Now, you said you were a mobile DJ.
Right.
You're still doing that part-time.
Absolutely. I work at a American Legion post in Burlington. The American Legions, they're national too.
Okay.
I do that every Sunday. A lot of times I'm down at Kelsey's though, playing.
Okay.
But when I'm in town, I do that. I do another restaurant called Henry's Hots in Folsom, PA.
Okay.
Folsom, New Jersey, I mean.
Okay.
And I play for the people that come in and eat. You know, like pipe it to the house and all that. Playing wise, sure. I just did a gig last night with Wall Street. I'm still with the Tramps. We just did the Kelsey Theater. I do, like I said, the Keswick Theater. I'm down at Kelsey's every first Sunday with Cedric Napoleon, Tony Day, and Mel, and all different singers coming in. Lisa Chatwell, it's all different singers, you know. And
Bands in Jersey.
right, oh, that's right, yeah, a couple bands in Jersey, yeah. Exit 5 band from Willingboro, and another band from Visions, right, from Willingboro. And we do a lot of the Cherry Hill circuit. So when are we going to be at Wyndham? When are we going to be on the Wyndham?
Saturday nights, August 3rd.
August 3rd, right.
Yeah, Exit 5.
Right.
Stage band.
It's every Saturday? It's going to be every Saturday?
It's a different band every
Okay.
Saturday, but
Yeah.
Exit 5 is playing August 3rd.
Yeah, you got to come over there and see this, Miss Doris. It really blew up. I remember when they started this Wyndham thing, and it, you know, it was yeah, but now it's large. It's large.
Gotta
Everybody
go.
goes over there. Norman Connors, whatever. Everybody here.
Right.
Tony, just look at Tony. He was just over there. Yeah, everybody comes over there.
gotta
Everybody's
get
there
over
now. You know, it really built up to anybody that's anybody. Now they come over there.
So we have to get there.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the Wyndham a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
where?
yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
good spot.
I'd be surprised some people I see walking there. You know, Grace Little came in there one day. Well, what's up, Grace? You know, Shirley Light, she comes through there. Carla Benson one time came
Eric
through.
Nolan from the OJ's
Right.
show there.
Right. Yeah. So it's building up. And this is another thing, like you said about the women. They're all women that do this,
I
put
know
all that
they
together.
do.
Nancy and y'all. That's
I
right.
know.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm looking to do some stuff, and I said, I just want women because they work so hard.
I have to agree. I have to agree.
just love it.
Yeah.
Well, how about a CD, a solo CD? Have you thought about it? Or
Yeah,
are
I've
you
thought
working
about it
towards
hard.
that?
I've thought about it a lot. Yeah, I would love to do that. We're going to be talking about doing something like that in a minute. But I would love to do, because the album is called Disco Extravaganza Phase 1.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
I get people calling me all the time, when you going to do Phase 2? What's up, man? What up, man? What up, man? You know, you going to do Phase 2, right? I forgot it was even called that. But I was like, yeah, okay. You know, I'm trying to figure out what the direction to go with it. Well, should it be smooth jazz? Should it be this? Should it be remakes of songs, covers, whatever? I'm trying to figure out, well, you know. But I got a lot of material. But I like to listen to other people. Like I like Lamb Chops tunes.
Yeah.
Lamb Chops. That's my man from way back.
That's my
Eugene.
boy.
That's my boy, man. He come over to my mom's house way back in the day and just go in the refrigerator. Hey, mom, you know how it is. Hey, mom, you know, just go in and get whatever he want. You know? My mom loved him though.
Yeah.
Lamb is lamb, you know.
Chicago boys.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, when we first came over, he was staying with Norman Harris over there, 54th and Gain. He was staying in the garage. They had a blue car,
In
blue
the
van.
garage.
Well, yeah, they call it the garage, but it's yeah, really nice. Had an E-Track studio up in there, but he stayed with Norman. He had a van he called the Blue Goose.
Okay.
The Blue Goose is what he called it, huh? Yep. And he's just been a marvel ever since he's been here. Wow, you know.
Okay, let's take a minute and go back.
Okay.
I think we left off at Donnie. Rosa was
Yeah,
left.
Rosa, right.
And Kevin, thanks for joining in. Carlos is back again. Come back to the top shelf. Sometimes they loved it.
Yeah, he's the one that told me he'll give me some chicken wings. Yeah, man, come
Oh,
on.
my
Man,
God.
come on, man. You got to come on. I'll make sure you get some chicken wings, man. Carlos, man. Give me the gig, man. Give me the gig.
Rose is saying hi, Doris and Bussey. Kevin Young is saying great show, Doris, and Carlos is saying hey, Gil and Doris.
Oh, Dean
I
Morrow.
ordered
Look
some
at this.
PhillyLiveRadio.com t-shirts for all of us. What size are you? Oh,
Oh, you
my
too.
goodness.
Oh, well, I guess we're small, right?
Oh, you too. I'm small, but
Me
I
too.
usually take a medium.
Okay, I'll take a medium, too.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you didn't say whether they're for sale or what. What's up?
Do we have to buy them?
Do it, yeah.
Okay.
What's up? What's up?
Dean Morrow, thanks for joining in. And
Sheldon Price.
Dean Morrow, Ernie B. and the New Blend
Right.
are going to be at Mingle Event Studio on September 6th with us,
Okay.
with Winston Gay and
Yeah, that's another
Pamela
one.
Renee Smith.
Oh, that's another
Okay.
Winston. Wow.
So they're going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Shelton. Where are you, Shelton? I just
Yeah, I
saw.
think you gotta go back a
Okay, let me see
little
if I-
bit. There you go.
Sean Price is watching. George Bussey, what's up? He says, "What's up, George?"
Mm, yeah, the
Okay.
price of tea in Italy.
And then he's saying your favorite word. Why?
Yeah, Yowie. Yeah, Yowie.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, he said that on the show. He said that on the show. He had everybody saying it on. If you like what you hear, everybody say Yowie, and everybody did it. Yowie.
George can get a Philly Live Radio T-shirt to advertise in Burlington, New Jersey, where
Absolutely.
he lives. Great
Absolutely,
buddy.
sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Callers, I really miss Norman Harris and Zachary.
Mm.
Callers, I miss Norman Harris and my boy Zach.
Yep,
And
Zach
Ronnie
Zachary.
Baker.
Yeah, Ronnie Baker. Yeah.
Hi, Maurice. Thanks for joining in. Ricardo Tucker said, working with George was like being in school. Learned stuff that I didn't know, even though I'm learning at that time. He said.
Yowie, he's saying it too.
Yowie.
Yeah, Yowie, right? But Tucker, man, when I
Thomas
first started coming to
Clark.
Philly, he used to hire me.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much for your support. Ted Cohen, Ted used to play with Fat Larry's band, and they're going to be on the show, on the indie show, August the 8th.
Wow.
It's going to be a reunion of Fat Larry's band
Wow.
here on the indie show.
That's great, man.
Okay, Nadine is saying George Bussey is an effective communicator, sharing his knowledge of the music business in a positive, engaging manner. Bravo to George. Hi, Doris. Great show.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Yowie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so now we're into the stage of the program where we know that where you play and all that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Different stuff comes through all the time.
But you're constantly working.
Yeah.
And in the back, in your mind, you and Sandy, you're thinking about doing a CD.
In the back of my mind, yeah.
Okay, so we want to work towards getting that CD because I'm sure that
Yeah, I want to be like Dexter when I grow up. I want to be like Dexter when I grow up.
people are wanting to hear the CD.
I
Right.
want his old
Okay.
works.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get you that, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because, like Gilbert said, we take and we put your works
Right.
on Philly Live Radio,
Right.
and that's on Tuesday.
Yeah. Right now it's still on the old vinyl thing there. Yeah. Use it as a paper.
Even if you bought the vinyl here, I can
You
convert
can
it.
convert it. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Right now I use this one as a frisbee. You know what I'm saying? It's on the air there now. It's on the air.
It's on the air.
Oh, yeah, it's on the air.
Well,
I know.
well, let's give your email out.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
These are all small letters, okay? George, and then Bussey, and then I'm a junior, so it's JR with that, at Gmail, G as in George, at gmail.com.
Okay, one more time.
One more time. George, Bussey, JR, at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, Sandy, I know you're sitting over there, but just answer. You're managing George's career. Who else are you managing?
I have one other band called Vision.
Visions?
New Jersey. They are
They're from New Jersey?
jazz/smooth jazz band.
Okay.
They are Vision.
Okay.
Quintet, and George sits in quite often with them.
Mhm.
So
And are they playing around? Are they performing
we
around?
have 2 shows coming up. I don't have them in stone yet, but we have 2 shows coming up. One's in Burlington and one's in Mount Holly. We're still in New Jersey, and we'll be around. We got some other things planned.
Okay. Another female manager that's really awesome is that Karen Ward Corbin.
Yeah, Karen Corbin, sure. Yeah.
Who manages Bloodstone.
Oh, yeah. I asked her to manage me years ago, but she's been so busy. Yeah, you
Yeah.
Miss Corbin? Sure, yeah.
And Bloodstone was at, wait a minute, they were somewhere with the OJs last week. And they said, Bloodstone, we got a standing ovation.
I'm sure.
They were really good.
She's a great lady.
Congratulations to you, Karen.
Yeah, wow. Like you said about the women. Yeah,
They're
there you
awesome.
go.
They're really awesome.
That's right, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I do that for the ladies?
That's right.
For
That's
the
right.
ladies that work really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now, what
All right, I'm
inspirational
gonna have a
words?
good night. Okay.
What inspirational words that you had for any musicians that are trying to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, practice.
Okay.
The difference between a guy that practices 2 hours a day and a guy that practices 8 hours a day, which one do you think is better?
The last one.
Which one you think is going to be better? A guy that practices 2 hours a day or a guy that practices 8 hours a day?
8 hours a day.
Of course.
I
Okay.
practice 2 hours
You know,
a day.
Someone is asking
30
if
minutes.
you ever played with or worked with Tom Bell.
Oh, yeah.
You?
Did George ever work with Tom Bell? Or Thomas Clark is asking.
I did.
You didn't work with him?
With Tom Bell. Tommy
Yeah.
Bell. Sure. We've
Yeah.
done sessions together where he's on the same session, I'm on the same. And his brother, Tony Bell, also. You know, yeah.
It was all during that era.
Right, yeah. See, a lot of times we all had, okay, like he's got this song to do on that album, and I got this song. But, since the orchestra's there, they book all the arrangers at one time. So we all come in and you do yours, and he does his, and he does his, and I do mine while the strings are
Well,
still
I
there.
bet you that was just a great
Oh, yeah.
experience.
And no ego trips. Everybody do their own thing, and it's fun, and everybody, we have fun.
Do you
That's
have
great.
that, like, well, I don't know if you took pictures and stuff back there.
My father used to. My father he used to love taking, them people like I had a movie camera all the time, all in the way. You be trying to do something, hold up. My father was like that. He took them home movies everywhere, but I never did. And even on the road, I never took pictures and all that.
8 millimeters.
Yeah, they always, 8mm. They got that. Even the house we moved in Willingboro, we was living in San Antonio, Texas before then. He was already up here, took pictures of the house ain't even built yet. Still on, coming back down San City. See, this is where we're gonna live at right here. Yeah, you gonna live there by yourself now.
San Antonio?
Yeah, I'm an Army brat.
It's my other home.
Yeah, Army
Military.
brat. Yeah, we was Fort Sam Houston. Yeah.
Me too.
Fort Sam
Okay.
Houston. Yeah.
All right.
I was down there when Six Flags and all that when all that started.
About 76 is when I was down there.
Yeah,
Started.
I was down there in '68.
Okay.
68. That's when they had the hemisphere. They just built that thing.
Mhm.
Well, before that, Mannheim, Germany.
Oh, you Army
Brat. Yeah, Fort Devens before that. I was born in Fort Devens. Yeah, Fort Devens, Massachusetts. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, you had a great career, and your musical journey is just starting.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
feel like
you-
a
You
lot
have
more to
so many
do.
things to do.
Lot more
so
to
many
do.
things you can do.
Right.
So many things that we would love to see you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because music is also all of our passions,
Absolutely.
and we want to hear that music stay.
Mm-hmm.
It probably could never be like it was before, but it can be just as good
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, and it's a lot of like Jimmy Williams and he and Dennis Harris
Yeah, Dennis.
are
yeah.
trying to record some stuff. you
Absolutely.
know.
I'll be with them on all that
and,
stuff.
and
I'll be with
Carlos is trying to do something.
Yeah.
And Shirley Lights has a sensational album coming out,
them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
and
Her CD.
I mean Shirley Lights really. We listened to her
Absolutely.
She
CD.
was at the window and I
She
She's been at the window,
window.
right? She's been there.
Yeah,
Shirley Lights,
and
yeah.
she has a great CD coming out.
Always. I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be
Okay.
this gonna kill you. Me and her play tag. I'm talking real tag. I mean, bang, you're it, and run, and the whole bit. We do it all. When you see me in any club, and she'll tell you too, we play tag. We actually do that. Boom, you're it, and I run, and then hide behind the table, and she might come around the other side and tag me in the back. Oh, see now you got me.
What do people think?
They think we're out of our minds.
Yes.
They ask us, she'll tell you. We started that in Japan doing that, playing tag. Is that Valley 4 too? Valley 4, we play tag.
Okay.
That's always at the palace with them. You're it. Run, and hide behind something. And then she'll find a way. Oh, I'm talking to you about something else. She'll
Yeah.
sneak up on me and boom, you're it. Oh, damn, you got me.
But it's been a great interview. But it's time for us. I told you 45 minutes goes
Absolutely.
real fast. Right?
Yeah.
Goes real
I
fast.
can shut up.
No.
I can shut up. Right?
I wanna thank. Let me see if I can answer any more. Carla said, "Is that Sandy that sung at
No.
the top?" No, top shelf. My funny Garland killed it. Hello to her. The whispers killed tonight. I don't know what Carla is talking about.
Oh.
But Sandy said no, Carla. That's not her.
Right. Looks a little bit like Piglet in there, huh?
I don't know what he's saying.
Okay.
So I want to thank Facebook family and friends for tuning in tonight. Special thanks go to Gilbert Lomax. He's the producer.
Yeah.
And I want to thank the sponsors, Mingle Event Studio. And I want to thank Simply Music Incorporated. That's the 5013. And I want to thank Philly Live Radio.
Right.
Check Philly Live Radio out Wait, you don't
Okay.
don't be like that now.
Okay.
You have to
Go ahead.
clap for
You got it.
everybody.
You got
right?
it.
You okay? Okay. Check out Philly Line Radio 24/7 and listen to your favorite oldies. Radio shows are The Talent of Philadelphia, and that's top. We have the Carlos Devine Show that comes on Tuesday, and that's Let's Go Back. Motown Monday comes on Monday. We have Women Who Jam comes on Wednesday. We have DJ Boogie comes on Friday, and we have Jesus Justified with Pastor William Brown, which comes on Sunday. And we have a new guest, a new member of our team, a female member. And you know how we feel about females.
Yes, I
And
do.
she's working really, really hard, and she's doing her thing. And her name is Shirley Lights. So
Light up
she
the night
comes
with
on.
Shirley Lights.
She comes
You're
on.
it. You're it.
She comes on Friday
Friday night,
nights from 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Right.
Light up the night.
Light
with
up the night.
Shirley
with
Lights.
Shirley
That's
Lights.
that. I like that's
Okay.
catchy. That's catchy. I like
Let's
that.
give it to Shirley.
She comes right
Okay.
on
like
up
that.
to DJ Boogie.
Right.
Shirley's going to play dancing music for us. I love to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to dance for 2 hours, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She comes on right after DJ Boogie. DJ Boogie comes on from 8 to 10.
Now, if I get a wig, can I get a show? If I get,
Well,
if I
yeah,
get a
just
wig or
don't look
something?
like me.
No, don't look.
but yeah, get a
I love
show.
to do what you're doing. I love to do
really?
what you're doing.
I
yes.
think I enjoy it now.
Mhm.
You know?
Yes, it's fun.
Okay, now
Okay.
follow me on Facebook and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out on Instagram and check out my webpage. Now, next week we're going to have a woman, the woman with her drum. Can you guess who that
It's
is?
Tina?
Tina Wu.
Tina Woo. Oh, yeah. That's my girl. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, Woo Nation. Woo Nation. Yes.
So she'll be here. Tina will be with us August 1st.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm Doris Hall James, and I want to say thank you all for tuning in to the Indie Show.
And we out.
And we're out.
Okay.